And off we go from Las Vegas. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. From the end zone, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Watson just beating the play clock. It's caught, Cooper. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Browns 3, Eagles nothing. They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw is Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Grant Delpit, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Martin Emerson in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Curt sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. First down, it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there as as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get three before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 38, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, you'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with as Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is shoving onto the field as they'll go for two. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also the two-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, Hurts fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Dropped incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Flushed out right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44, Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Hurts. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. From his goal line here, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter play. We're scoreless after 1. after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25.
And again, it's Chubb. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Finding Nick Chubb on the slant. He's got the 1st down and more. Down the right sideline. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then take that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Watkins, 40 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. So if you're going to play charades at home, make sure you grab him, because for a running back, he sure did a pretty good wide receiver impression there. Going to line up in the slot to the left side, and a lot of times, as we well know, running back routes aren't as crisp as wide receiver routes, but this one, more than adequate for that play.
On first down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved, because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak, because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Hey, check that. Street.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
the middle they go with Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing is Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And now Watson throws another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Pushes him over.
Darius Slay.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
But 1st down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They're going to look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, our coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially as the scoreboard.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. Complete to Anthony Schwartz. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 8 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A give running left, it's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Curt's dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Okay, ready?
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Curt sets up to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Go, Lee, go! On the move.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Sanders, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And Sanders has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One last throw here for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On fourth down, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
First and 10, 47-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. In motion goes the tight end. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. but a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 35 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dancing to his left. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Watson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant. But not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's taken to the 26. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll indeed snap it to Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Curt sets up to throw it. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Curt's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly learn with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts out to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Watson looks to throw again. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 24, Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. About to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get?
and he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 5 yards remain on second down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Watson on the sneak. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.